skin. Let's see if this week goes chalk or if it's an upset brewing in week 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
I really hate to say this, and when you start 0-3, the numbers will just tell you flat out. Week 4 becomes a must-win game for you to save some playoff hopes. And in a must-win situation, really all eyes turn to their quarterback for a signature performance that keeps hope alive and elevates everybody around him.
And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tua now from the gun. He'll get this one to Brown. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Tua off the play fake. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
It is Cup left side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this 3rd-year QB.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. On target to Worthy. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Play action on 1st down. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing it again here. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. This throw is caught. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they're going to have a first down. Tight end in motion right. Working inside the red zone. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw it again. The throw is caught. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they're on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're next.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the 1st. They'll run here following the penalty. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Switching it up here. Dgfl to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Dgfl looking to throw here on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
1st down, San Antonio.
Welcome back for the start of the 2nd. Our visiting offense out in possession of the ball. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. On him quick, and they bring him down. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Straight ahead with Williams. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. First and 10, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They'll come up 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Second and 8. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking for a throw here. Caught by his back. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give him a 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
1st down from the red zone. This one's caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Desperados take a 2nd quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Desperados push their lead to 3.
Falcons 7.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. 2 and out from the gun. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st down, here's Tua. He put everything he had into this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. Second down now, 7 to go. Tight end motioning right. Here's 2nd and 7. Hauled in by Worthy. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play. Looking to the air here. Dumped off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will take over. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. It's caught left side by Hill. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Falcons driving. First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Here's 2nd and 5. Catch made over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get some late points and the lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Desperados headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. From the 43. Short pass brought in. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They go play action here. got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. They are throwing it again. Complete out to the right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now ahead of third down. We get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout. Pass play coming here. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, no more excitement here in this first half. He kneels this one down. Both teams head to the locker room. That's the end of 2 in Atlanta. The Falcons really spreading their wings. They're out in front so far. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin our tour of the trip up to Toronto, Canada, where you see the final score there.
We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. Returns looking good so far. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Airing it out to start this drive. Throwing the out route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throw complete to Williams. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Hits him on the out route. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it sets up first down. Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start.
False start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. He'll throw it yet again. On target to Worthy. And they make the tackle at the 38. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Coleman with the grab. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Throwing it again here. It's taken in by Williams. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! The Desperados take the lead right away in half number 2. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown! No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Falcons 14.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Falcons are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good... And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Second down and 10.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And that falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Tagovailoa. This one's taken in by Hill. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Getting out to his left. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
They give it to him up the middle. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. They don't go anywhere, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. The Falcons calling the field goal team's number this time. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will tie things up in the third. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The Desperados ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither's. 1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Complete to Coleman. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He's going to throw this one. Has a man. It's Brown. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
To A.J. Brown. A gain of 13 yards. First down, San Antonio.
Still sticking with the passing game. Connection made to Coleman. And he gets this forward to the 19. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
One of the tight ends in motion left.
19-yard line.
From the 19. This throw is cupped. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Williams. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They try again with Williams. And the defense gets there. All longs. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a throw. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. So on 4th down, they bring him out for his most important kick of this game. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Tua out of the pistol. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Big gain downfield. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Evans now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Desperados and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. They'll throw on first. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 48. Yeah, that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. 3rd and just 2 to go. Setting up a throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. They're throwing it. He brings it in. And in for the touchdown. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. The point after splits the uprights. And the Desperados push their lead to 3. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
Back-to-back carries here. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning.
It's 4th down.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Looking to throw. And he's out of bounds well short of that marker. Wow. Now hang on. They want to take another look at this play. And a very important call coming up late in this game. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Motioning the tight end now. They go with Williams on the counter. And they take him down right along the 30. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. He's back to throw. That's caught for the 1st.
The pass complete to down, San Antonio.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. They stay on the ground with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw it. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Desperados make it a 10-point ball game.
Falcons 24.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now here come the Falcons on offense. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Finds the in route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Oh, and the rush is too much. He's taken down. They've got to keep moving quick here.
No gain on the play.
2nd and 10 now.
At their 48-yard
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Martin Emerson with the pick. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they're still